Hello, good evening. Welcome to our 11th session of our subject ITPE 3. So this evening we're going to talk about file management. So our objectives are as follows. Number one, discuss Windows operating system file management. Number two, value the importance of Windows operating system file management. And number three, understand Windows operating system file management and its application in desktop applications development. So when we considered things like file management, this refers to the arbitrary implications of one of the most important thing in data. And if you are a developer, so you might know about isolated storage, and the same concept follows through universal Windows platform applications. Okay, one thing about file management is the file location. So when we talk about file location, this refers to the areas where your application can access the data. As you can see on your screens, the application contains some areas which is private to that particular application and is inaccessible to others. So kamo lang yung pwede ka-access. But there are many other areas where you can store and save your data inside the file. So on your module, guys, you have folder and description. And just check out the tables that you can find there. So like for example, number one, there's app package folder. Number two, local folder. Number three, roaming folder. Number four, temporary folder. Number five, publisher share, and others. So it also includes OneDrive and cloud storage. So for file handling APIs, the file handling APIs are used to be the introduction for file handling. So like we are going to refer to Windows 8 because file handling API reverts back to that operating system. So these APIs are located in Windows.storage and Windows.storage.streams namespaces. So you're going to use these APIs instead of the system.io, that isolated storage namespaces. So by using this API or the file handling API, it will be easier to port your Windows Phone app to the Windows Store. And you can easily upgrade your applications to further versions of Windows. So don't worry, guys. The last time, so activity ninyo last week, you already made in contact with Windows on the mobile system network. So I think let us try if we can actually made the application using this API. So we're going to go to the demo later on. Okay, so I think for your activity number 11, it's called the file handling app 11, and you're going to create file handling application using Visual Studio. So you're going to refer to your module for the code and lesson 16 and 17. So just check out your modules, okay? So for our code of the day, what are the areas where your application can access data? So our code of the day has to do with the topic for this evening, okay? Okay, so thank you guys to the Stars Through Knowledge at Astra Per Sapientia. Okay, so right now, we are about to demo our activity. So let me just share my screen. Okay, so while presenting my screen, actually, we have here, we're going to turn on the Visual Studio first. And then afterwards, we're going to create a new project. So we're going to select the blank app for your Universal Windows platform. And we're going to name our activity. Um, we're going to name our activity as UWP file handling. So UWP file handling. Let me just make sure. Okay, so this one. Okay, okay siya. Then create. Okay, so for us to have what's this gonna non-compatibility issues, I think we're going to select ang pinaka naba nga version, guys. So let's try ang this one, ang sa pinakadalong gid, ang 10 to 40. So that we can minimize the error. So kung hindi ka mo kadaya, i-try nyo lang sa pinakabago lang. Let's try na kung mag ano siya. Pero I think so that we can minimize the error, I think we're going to use the later version or ang pinakadaan. So let's try if we can create the application. And while creating the application, let's copy na lang so that we can actually copy paste all together ang ano. So for the front page, I think this one, manaba lang siya actually, guys. Gamay lang siya, hasta lang, I think hasta lang siya dyan. Okay. Then you just on your keyboard, you just click or type Control C for copy. And then later on, paste natin this ano natin. Okay? So, na-create na siya. Ang file handling natin, ang UWP file handling. So, i-close lang ninyo yung introduction, introductory pages. And on the main page, just double-click the main page. And then load the designer. So, as a default, we're going to load the Surface Book first. Okay, so then we're going to paste, delete anay, and then paste ang code na copy natin. Okay, so we have here ang ano natin, ang code. So altogether we have 2 errors. So let's just check the errors later on. UWP file handling, amat-amatan nyo lang, guys, ka-check anay kung sakto ang ano niya. So again, ano natin, okay, so I think one of the errors proposed is the width. Let's just try for the back end, anay, before we can complete this, no? So right click and then view code, the main page, so that you can access the back end. So this is the back end. Then what you're going to do is to delete anay dya. And then before you go on experiment, i-paste lang natin, i-copy-paste natin this one para sa back-end na code. So while doing that, okay, right-click copy, and then we're going to paste it here. Okay. So again, I think there's one error, ang red. Pero may malang daya, guys. All you have to do is to put it here sa babaw so that it will not confer with the code. So go back to the main page. As you can see, we have 2 errors supposedly. This one is the error. But anyway, i-try natin. Specific value cannot be assigned to the collection. The following type was UI element. So later on, troubleshoot lang natin siya. In the meantime, let's click the local machine so that we can see if our code will run. Okay, so it doesn't run. And we got 3 errors. So let's try kung diin ang error niya. 2 errors, I think. So sa filter na. Okay, so 0, no. 0 out of 3 errors. Pero diya sa may 2 error kita nga makita. So let's try to clear the filter anay. Then let's try again to run. Okay, may error again siya. Okay, so let's see kung ano yung error nga makita natin. Our error is WPF designer issues. So if you're going to click that, numeric text box converter does not exist in the namespace, CRL namespace, pulsar tester converters. So the error is converters, this one. Um, okay, this is an XML file. Um, let's go back to our code. Let's see kung diin siya dampi, no? Um, okay, so I think I cannot see the error kung diin siya. But supposedly, this one ang naka-highlight sa aton nga correction. So the other one, the suspected file is the button here. So grid background. Let's see if we can delete this. Oh, wait. Okay. Or there is some corrections na pwede natin obrahon, no? Okay. So what if kung i-delete natin siya? Ah, okay. And then we're going to we have here invalid proper value for property background team resource application grid background application page background team brush. So I think there's an error here but wala siya suggestion kung ano ya pwede ninyo ano. Okay, let's just see this one. What if i-ano lang nato na siya disregard. Oh, I think kung disregard natin siya may nagimo siya 5 ang errors, no? So unlike Agina, the other one, specific value cannot be assigned to the location. So the following type was expected UI element. Okay, so if you're going to double click this one's a grid background, no? So the grid background application. Okay, time resource. Okay, what if you're going to put their dots? Okay, so let's try if what happens. Oh, hindi siya. Okay, so it doesn't. I don't know if it affects the. So there's try ninyo guys sa inyo din yung version. So ako na bin nag-expire do daya guys ya ano ko ya ano trial. So maybe that's the thing siguro nga hindi siya mag-run. Maybe I will just continue using this or probably update this, no? So that ma-run. Pero just remember to ano the procedure, okay? Please continue to what's this gani? Ang procedure bala kapag pasunod natin. Okay? So for the UI elements, we have 9 messages, no? And then the other one, if you're going to double click this, okay, so there's a period here. So supposedly wala siya period. So delete the period siguro. Okay, so ari na. Ang period mo lang siguro ang may diferensya. Okay, so i-run natin siya. I hope this time mag-run doon yung program natin. Okay, so it did run. Okay. So what you're going to do on your applications, thank God nag-run siya, is to write anything there. So you can write there, this is a trial for our file handling application. So this is just a trial, guys. So anything that you can put there, you may do so sa output natin if ever mag-run siya. And then what happens is if you're going to click write to file, then automatically kung ano ang nabutang ninyo guys nga text dia will be written. sa file handling sa nga interface sa API. And what happens if you're going to click the command button sa dalom? Okay. So kung ano yung tanan ninyo guys nga butang dia, ma-appear na siya di sa as output. Okay, so that is our file handling application. Okay, so I think it runs already, no? If I'm going to close this, and i-close ko pagid ni siya, pati diagoro, no? Okay, wala man na siya, get. And then minimize anay. Okay, so demo naton is mag-run katong application without running our Visual Studio. So the title of the application is the WP file handling. And if you're going to click it, it will run automatically. So put here anything, produce a screenshot. And then what you're going to do is to click the write to data, then screenshot, then read data from file, then screenshot. So that's about your activity 11, okay? Sige. So again, isulat ko this. Or any text nga pwede nyo dyan. Pwede man ganit mga pangalan ninyo, mga group mates niyo para uniform na lang. You put there your names and then or the group ninyo. Tong team ninyo team ganitong mga ngaran ninyo, then your names there. Then if you were going to write there any shout outs or anything, you can put here at the bottom sa dalom. Shout outs, greetings, messages, or whatever. Okay? Or maybe mga lang, kung may kamo ubrahon, mga pareho ka dyan. So, then click this and screenshot, copy paste it, then read from data, display nyo and or most probably then that will be your output. If you want to edit guys, kaya yung color to kay na violet or you want to change it to another color, just go here and you can customize actually from this code, this one. So you can see here project loaded or ready to use and background tasks are already landing. Okay, so just close it. So nagano siya. You can actually change this, no? Pwede niyo mapanggod or customize ninyo. Or diya ka mo adjust. So you can put here the margins or the height and the width. So you can actually to your liking, no? Kung pag gusto ka mo guys, i-edit niyo yung height niya, yung width, kapati ang margins niya. Okay. Or if you don't want to use purple kay na color, this one, you can change this. So you research from the text background for color. So search it in the internet. So instead of this one, like for example, go to Google. I think you can do that in Google. And
since mobile data is turned off, you have to turn on Wi-Fi.
Okay, so I'm sorry about that. So on Google naman, you can search their text palettes, text color palettes. Okay, this one. So instead of this one, okay, so you go there, or you can actually search or research on the colors. You don't want to depende ka ninyo guys. Both your input and your output, you can change the color. So this one is the color palettes. Okay, so this one, you can change it to daya ang i-copy ninyo ang sharp 03DA. So amo dyan ang color ang na. If you want to have this color, you just to change this. So then you siya i-change this one. So diya. Okay, or this one, i-close nyo lang or ma-appear lang na siya ang dayan. Kung i-change nyo ang daya kabag-o. So mangita ka mo if you want to have old rows, I think this one, you can use the code. You can put it here. So the same thing with sa inyong input, pero all you have to do is to read the code and lantawon lang ninyo kung diin siya dampe na butang. So daway man or probably pangitaan ninyo gid. Okay. So dapat sipat mata nyo. Or you can actually guys change the this one on the main page. Instead of the Surface Book, you can actually put here 6 inches phone or 5 inches phone if you want to deploy it in Android. So like for example, if I change this, ano tsura niya and what will happen. So try natin abi no. Then you click local machine. So okay. So the same lang siya. Pero makita ninyo dato sa phone, hindi sa Surface Book or sa laptop. So the same man nga form, pero ang ano lang ang target ninyong device. Ang sa ano. Okay, so I think that is all for this evening. Ibalik ko lang sa ano guys ha, sa Facebook. Then save. Oh, as you can hear, nag-auran doon. I think hasta lang diya kita do car on. I don't know there kung what is your situation. But here it's already raining. So take care guys. Please halong-halong good. Be extra careful. The weather is not that good. Kung ano ninyo diyan mga sa balay nyo, panggain nyo doon. We don't know what happens tomorrow or on the next 2 days. I think the typhoon will approach us. We are only signal number 1. I hope ang Moroboro Dam gin open do nanda so that hindi magbaha diya sa San Enrique. If ever we have typhoon signals, they will open the doors there at the dam in Dingle. You just be careful guys. It's terrifying may maano abi no. It's because nga kay na daw medyo mahipos bala kag maano. So amo day delikado kuno no. Kunya panahon maghipos bala nga daw wara at may hangin kag ano gulpi lang mag-uran. So just be ano guys, extra careful. Stock on food and water para may makaon ka mo kag may mainom. And then don't forget to charge your cell phones and your power banks. So that mag-burn out man, may extra ka mga phone, ano. Then paludin niyo doon yung phone niyo for 3 days so that hindi ka mo maduraan ka load or tomorrow pwede niyo pa mapaloadan. Okay, so do you have any questions regarding our activity? I think our activity is very informative and it's very easy, no? Kagina daw medyo na-frustrate ako kaya hindi mag-run ang application. It so happen nga if you're going to not troubleshoot the first line, you go to the second line. Kay laban-laban ang modaya sa lagid. And then if you're going to make sure to run it always, run the program. Our approach here is copy pasting, no? Why is it nga ano, it's reverse engineering. If you're going to write it, I think mabudlay ka naton. But ang manami kada, you teach yourself to read the code. No, not only nga gina-copy paste mo lang, but basahon mo siya. So it's good, it helps if you have a background in HTML. And I know that you have a background in HTML because I think you have a subject ng mga web pages or websites. So gintudloan ka mo dun ka HTML. Luwas ka HTML, XAML. So I think ang tsura niya pareho lang. Pero ang 'di ba ang sa first natin sa main page always siya XAML. So I think ang XAML is an improved version of HTML and may gamay na siya nga JavaScript or other language nga gina-inject dayan. Now, guys, for your activity, please convene your with your group, no? I'm not saying that you can, maybe I know we have the typhoon, so it's raining already here. I will just have the leeway for you to pass your activities, no? So it's understandable, no, because the weather is not that good. Our guys, we will not meet on Friday anymore, and God knows if we are safe or not. Hopefully, I'm praying that all of you guys will be safe wherever you are, either in Manila or here in Iloilo. Um, please continue to and then don't forget to monitor the weather once in a while, especially tomorrow and the following days. Um, just be home. Do not go out. Do not go out for how many days? So because it's not safe. Please go out if you want to buy food or to stock materials for the evening. So don't forget also to buy batteries for your flashlight and radio sets. Please be aware of your brothers and sisters and be safe. Okay? So halong gid kag mayong gabi sa tanan. Okay. Do you have any last words, guys? Last questions before we end our session for this evening? Okay, I'll just read the messages. So, sir, good evening. Liog the answer kalink kuan mo ka code. Okay. Sige, sige. You can use the code sa ano ninyo module. Okay. Sa module or ang ano. You can use the code in your module or pwede ko man ma-post yan ng ano na. Okay. You can see that also sa replay naton. Pero mabudlay. So I'll put na lang siguro the the code on Microsoft Word and post it sa ano ninyo sa FB group. So to yun lang lantawan. Then after this, I will activate your code of the day. So make sure to answer your code of the day, guys, so that you can answer it tonight and not on Friday anymore. Okay? So today is Wednesday and tomorrow will be Thursday. So kadasig lang kay Nadlaw. So sige sige. Salamat gid kag ngayong gabi sa tanan guys. I will stop the recording and be safe always, okay?